Hey, what's up you guys? It's Hayley, and today I'm going to be telling you all of the TV shows and movies that I have been watching while under quarantine. So I thought I would tell you guys what I've been watching and rank them in like the order that I personally like them. Yeah, let's just get started. So number 10, I have Love is Blind. I watched this on Netflix one of the first weeks I was home. I only put it that low is because I didn't finish watching it. I watched like 3 episodes. I thought it was pretty good, kind of like a spin-off of The Bachelor, except you literally don't see who you're dating. I want to go back and watch the rest of it, but it wasn't bad. It just reminded me of The Bachelor, so I liked it. But yeah, I only got 3 episodes in. That's why it's so low. Alright, number 9 on my list, I have Never Have I Ever, which is on Netflix. I saw this. One was recommended to me on Netflix, and 2 on my TikTok For You page.
Yeah, I'm precious biased, nobody in this room here gon' try it. See my fit, it's a fit, yeah, I'm fit, take a flick, see my fit, it's a fit, it's a fit.
So I decided to watch it one day. The episodes were only 30 minutes long, so I knocked out the whole season in a night. It was okay. It was basically about a girl who has a crush on this guy, and she's like going through like growing up as a teenager. It was okay. I probably would have liked it more if I was in high school, like around that age. I don't know. I probably would have liked it more if I was a little younger, but I finished the whole 10 episodes in a day. So, I mean, it kept me occupied, so that's my number 9. Number 8, I have Back to the Future.
We're sending you back to the future. Back to the future. Back to the future.
Back to the future.
Back to the future. Back to the future. Back to the future. Back to the future.
I've already seen this movie millions of times. Probably not millions, but like I've watched it quite a few times. I thought it was good. I've always thought it was good, but I only put it so low because I have seen it already. So that's why I have it so low. Number 7, I have the show called Cold Cases or Cold Case Files. This, I believe, is a show that's been out for quite a while. I don't know how long it's been on Netflix, but I believe it's an older show. It's basically about all of these murder cases that have gone cold, which means that basically there are no more leads and no one can figure out who did it. So these cold cases are the 1% that people bring back out of the files and actually figure out who did it and arrest the people and that kind of thing. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I've always found those kind of stories interesting. But yeah, that one's more of a darker kind of show. It wasn't bad though. I liked the reenactment because they showed the people like narrated the story and then they had actors reenacting the story. So I thought it was very interesting. But yeah, that's my number 7. Number 6, I believe you can watch this on Hulu, is called The Bold Type. It's on Freeform. I believe this season is the 4th season. My mom and I have watched this show for the past 4 seasons and we've loved it. It's about these 3 girls that work for a magazine and they just go through their lives of writing articles and you know, just going through lives as 20-year-olds in New York City. So I think it's super cool. I've never had a passion for like journalism, but I think what they do is super cool and it's a really cool like, you know, boss woman kind of show. So I think that's super cool and inspiring as a girl. So I really like it. It has a lot of good storylines and plots. They touch on a lot of good subjects, which I think are good for young girls to hear. So I really enjoy this show. Number 5, I have Indiana Jones. I have never ever seen these movies. I had to watch the first Indiana Jones for my archaeology class last quarter, and I really liked it. And then that was the transition of going from like school to like shelter in place. So I watched the other 3 Indiana Jones movies that were on Netflix, and I really liked them. I've always found that kind of mystery search action kind of movie TV show type deal, I've always found that super interesting. So yeah, I really liked it. The second one wasn't so good, but the first, third, and fourth one were really good. So I definitely recommend those if you haven't seen them yet. Number 4, I have The Bachelor, Listen to Your Heart. This started right after The Bachelor ended. It's basically about, it's a spin-off of The Bachelor where a bunch of aspiring singers come to this house and they want to find love, but they also are singers and musicians. So they find love and they sing together and they have these competitions. I actually kind of like this show. A lot of people don't like it or they find it cringy, but I don't know, I kind of like it. My favorite character is Ryan. He's probably the cutest on the show, so like, what's up, Ryan? How you doing? But yeah, he's probably my favorite, and he looks like Shawn Mendes, like, what? Anyways, okay. But yeah, so I've been enjoying that show a lot recently, so yeah. Alright, sorry for a sudden lighting change and everything change. I had to stop filming, and so here I am filming again. Anyways, right back into where we were. So the third, like my third pick for my favorite shows that I've watched so far is called Locke and Key. It's really good. I like it. It's kind of like, if you've ever seen the show House of Anubis, it's kind of like that, where there's like clues in a mystery inside of like the house they're living in. So basically this family moves into their father's childhood house after their father passes away, and so these three siblings find these magical keys. They kind of like speak to them, and they these keys like unlock different things. Each key has its own purpose, but of course there is an evil that is out after them that want these keys as well, but the kids know that they have to keep these keys for themselves. It's really good. There's some love interests and love stories that go on within the show, but it's really good. It kept me on my toes like near the end. I really liked it, and because it was similar to House of Anubis, I really enjoyed it, so I liked it. Alright, coming in at number 2, I just finished this show just yesterday, a couple nights ago. It's called Hollywood.
No, I came here to be a movie star.
I want to take the story of Hollywood and give it a rewrite.
All right, everyone, roll camera. Action!
You bet I got a dream. I'm not the only one. A Hollywood dream, that's everybody's dream.
And it's a Netflix mini-series, limited time series. Basically, it's only 7 episodes, and it's about Hollywood in the 40s, and it basically talks about the dark side of Hollywood and what it actually took to make it in Hollywood. It follows basically, how many, like 4, 5, 6? There's a lot of different actors in it, and it kind of follows all of them, but there's like 4 main actors that it follows. Basically, it shows the struggle of minorities in Hollywood in the 40s because it's set after World War II. So it shows the struggles that some minorities had to go through and are still going through to this day. It showed the risks that these people took to make it and what they went through. Obviously, things like this are still happening in Hollywood today. We've heard in the news recently, but even more so in the earlier days, because there was no media like we have today. The show has language and some nudity, nothing crazy. It's more in the first couple episodes is the nudity, but it wasn't anything that made me uncomfortable. But I think it's really well put together, and there's definitely room for them to make a season 2. I don't know if they will, because it was meant to be like a limited mini-series, so I don't know if they're gonna have a season 2, but I would love a season 2 with the same cast. They were all so good, and the guy who played Jack Costello, oh my goodness, he is so handsome, and oh my goodness. Alright, coming in at number 1, I feel like everyone and their mother has heard about this show. It's called Outer Banks.
The Outer Banks. Paradise on Earth. And that's me, John Booker Rutledge. And this is where I live.
It's a binge-worthy show. I loved it. I definitely recommend it. It's basically about these teens that are on a treasure hunt in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and it is just so engaging and it's just so good. There's a little bit of teen romance, which it always like makes it fun. It also helps when there are cute boys in the show. I always find that it helps. The guy who plays John B, oh my goodness.
Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please. Please. Oh my god!
John Booker Rutledge. Can we talk about him for a second? Like, hello? My type. Except when you find out that he's 27 and he's playing a 16-year-old. That's a little... what's going on there? But like, oh my goodness. Another thing all over TikTok is everyone is obsessed with JJ, and he is so cute and so incredible, and I love his character. But he also kind of looks like Harry Styles. Like, even he said it. This boy is the blonde version of Harry Styles. Like, what? So basically what I'm saying is there needs to be a season 2 immediately, and we have heard from the director, I believe, that he wants to make like 5 or 6 seasons, which I would love. But then also I like want to be a part of season 2. Like, this show made me like question if I should be an actor. Like, now I want to take acting lessons and like be an actor and be a part of this show and be a part of this cast. And a lot of other people have said this too. Like, I don't know what this show did, but now I want to be an actress. I don't know. But anyways, those are the 10 shows that I have watched so far on my quarantine. And I think you guys should watch them too, because they're in my top 10, so I hope that you guys would like them too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know if I should do a part 2, because like, I mean, I probably will, but like, why not? Don't forget to hit subscribe down below. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!